This is the Washington Times front page for Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. The FBI has arrested 2 New York residents on charges of acting as agents of China by operating a clandestine police station in Manhattan. Jeff Murdoch reports prosecutors say Lu Jianwang and Chen Jinping assisted the Chinese government by operating the outpost on behalf of a branch of China's Ministry of Public Security and used it to monitor and intimidate Chinese dissidents. In one instance, according to the Justice Department, Chinese intelligence officials used the police station to track down a U.S. citizen who is a pro-democracy activist of Chinese descent living in California. The case is one of 3 that was filed by federal prosecutors that accuse China of espionage activity within the United States. President Biden is giving all indications of sticking with a less is more approach as he considers a reelection campaign. Biden kept a low profile during his 2020 campaign, and Seth MacLachlan reports the president has adopted a similar approach in the White House by ducking news conferences and campaign-style events. Questions about Biden's approach inevitably include age and competence. Some now speculate the president could put off an announcement until the fall, allowing him to stay above the campaign fray and exploit the benefits of incumbency. The House Judiciary Committee held a remote hearing in Manhattan to scrutinize the city's high crime rate. Kerry Pickett reports Republican lawmakers say Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg and his refusal to prosecute serious offenses is the root of the city's violent crime problem. The committee positioned the hearing as a counter to Bragg's prosecution of Donald Trump. According to statistics released by the city in February, more than 170,000 felony crimes were reported in New York last year. That's the most since 2006, when the New York Police Department began making the numbers publicly available. You can read all of these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. You can also find the entire lineup of Washington Times podcasts at WashingtonTimes.com/podcasts. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Director Martha Williams has labeled the push for diversity, equity, and inclusion her top priority at the outdoor-focused agency. Stephen Dinan reports Williams has removed the limit on how much paid leave agency workers can use to take part in employee diversity organizations. They can now ask for as much time as they feel they need, and Williams has directed supervisors to approve those requests. Williams said in a memo late last month that the need to be our true selves at work is crucial to the agency's mission. But some employees say that position diverts resources from the agency's stated mission of protecting wildlife and habitats. And finally, Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen is expected to resign after winning re-election in July, with his son expected to succeed him. The 70-year-old Sen retains a grip on leadership, with his Cambodian People's Party occupying all of the seats in the Cambodian parliament. He survived U.S. bombings, Vietnam's 1979 invasion, and the struggle for power in post-war clashes. He has served as Prime Minister in Cambodia since 1998. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in any major podcast app. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.